Bismillah Rahman Rahim. Thank you for joining us on this continuous discussion on the New Year's resolution. It's such an important topic that we need to spend time and dedicate time for this topic continuously. And in this particular podcast, we're going to talk about some of the common challenges that we face in regards to the New Year's resolution and how to overcome them from Islamic perspective, because there are two dimensions. One is Islamic dimension, the other one is a regular dimension of the worldly dimension. So we have to consider both, but we're also going to focus on the Islamic aspect of this. So as we work towards our goals, it's natural to encounter challenges and obstacles along the way. These challenges can come in many forms, such as lack of motivation, lack of support, or unexpected setbacks. Something comes up at work, something else happens, but how do we overcome these challenges from an Islamic perspective? How do we overcome these challenges so that we are back on track and our New Year's resolution is not falling behind? Here are a few common challenges and ways to overcome them. There are three big challenges that we have evaluated over time that we have seen come up again and again. And we are sharing some of the thoughts that you can use to improve and address those challenges. So, first of all, lack of motivation. It's easy to lose motivation when things get tough uh, or they're not making progress as quickly as we'd like. To overcome this challenge, it can be helpful to remind ourselves of the purpose and meaning behind our goals. As we talked about earlier, we have to define our goal and divide that into smaller parts, and then we have to define the meaning and the purpose behind our goals, and to seek motivation from within and from our faith. We can also try to break our goals down into smaller tasks, as we talked about before. Second is lack of support. Another common challenge is feeling like we're at going at it alone, or not having the support we need to achieve our goals. In Islam, the importance of community and support is emphasized, and seeking help and guidance from others can be an important part of the process. We can reach out to friends and family or members of the community for help and guidance, and also seek support from our faith and from Allah. This aspect is so important that I've personally experienced this, and people should believe in this aspect because it's a lot about faith. That when you're having difficulty, offer two rakah prayer and ask Allah for help, and you won't know where the help will come from, but it will come and your work will be done. It's just you have to have sincere faith and ask Allah for help. Number three, setbacks and failures. It's normal to encounter setbacks and failure along the way, but it's important to not let these setbacks define us or discourage us from continuing. In Islam, the emphasis on patience and perseverance can be helpful in overcoming setbacks. We can remind ourselves that Allah tests us in order to strengthen our faith and character, and that every challenge is an opportunity for growth and improvement. So, therefore, in conclusion, common challenges such as lack of motivation, lack of support, and setbacks and failure can be overcome from an Islamic perspective through our faith, through the practice of seeking motivation from within, through our faith, seeking support from others and from Allah. First of all, from Allah and then others, and reminding ourselves of the importance of patience and perseverance. By adopting these approaches, we can overcome challenges and continue working. During the time of the uh, Umayyads, Imam Hussein alayhi salam witnessed widespread corruption, and he didn't bow down. He did not pledge allegiance to Umayyad uh, Yazid. Instead, he said, "This is a challenge. I will stand up against this challenge. I will stand up against this injustice, even if it caused danger to myself and my family." And that in itself is an example where we need to make sure that we have perseverance and patience, even in the extreme difficulty, where we if we do not show that Despite all the difficulties, we might not be as steadfast and deliver on our commitments. And the lessons from the life of Imam Hussein alayhi salam, it's a really amazing example that we should always adhere to our principles and take the difficulties in strides for achieving our goals and aspirations, which are directly linked, which should be directly linked to the Ahl Bayt al Islam, to Imam Hussein al Islam. And that in itself will give us courage and the motivation to keep going in difficult times. Assalamu alaikum. Next time, we're going to continue this discussion on the New Year's resolution and um, about the 12th Imam as well.